Hello everybody. Today I'm going to talk about the guidelines for plastic surgery tourists. The reason is that I used to work for some of the main brands in Turkey which do plastic surgery on tourists, and I found that there are so many unfair things, and some of them are really disastrous that they do to tourists, and it will come to the very disastrous result. So I will explain in brief what kind of things or criteria tourists should take care of when he wants to go to another country, not just Turkey. It could happen in any country because there are so many destinations like Thailand, like Brazil, like South Korea, which they focus on tourists for medical surgeries. This website is one of the reliable websites that everybody can go through and read about news, about how to find guidelines, to find doctors or surgeons. As you can see, there is some warnings or advice which is given here. It is the same things that is published by the UK government also. If you go through the net, you can find such a report, UK Parliament out for medical tourists, which explains the same things which I have highlighted. I will go through one by one. The same things explained here. So, firstly, you should know that the surgery or the procedure that it is suggested to you is suitable for you. Do not trust or rely on just one doctor or just one center. Ask several doctors or centers that this surgery is suitable for you or not, and improve your situation or not. Because the main surgical procedure is hair transplant, dental implant, and breast augmentation or BBL, these kind of things. So maybe some of them are not suitable for you. First, you should make sure that it improve your situation. And the second procedure that is very important is this one: how to choose your surgeon carefully. At this point, we come to two kind of centers. One kind of centers which you can go through and decide to do your surgery. Inside that is a center or clinic, beauty clinic or aesthetic clinic, which is established by a doctor, or it is, we can say in another word, there are some doctors which are recognized by global certified authorities which operate that center, and they are the people, they are the expert or physicians which do the operation or surgery on you. But there are another kind of centers which, to be honest with you, are not established and are not running by doctors, so they are run by managed by some kind of investors which doesn't have any kind of certificate or any kind of knowledge in medicine. So they just put money and bring some doctors, or we can say another word, later we will check. Even the people who do surgery on you maybe are not doctors. That's why this kind of website give warning to people that check whether your doctor or surgeon has the criteria qualification or not. Firstly, what is the surgeon's training? You should check the degree of your surgeon, and you should check it. To be honest with you, you should go to the website of a clinic and check whether they have publicly announced the name of a doctor and their degree. For example, let's check one or two of them together. Let's check one in Turkey. This is the one which has the basic criteria. Let's see how they announce the name of a doctor here. For example, you can see about us. Here is a doctor. So you can see the name of the doctor. You can read about his CV. Or for example, let's go to the other one, which is famous globally. For example, let's say Dr. Mufid in the US. He's one of the very famous doctors with so many satisfied consumers. So if you go there, you can see the resume of the doctor and what kind of organization he is part of, very famous organization, or the other doctor which are actually active in the centers. So you should read about this and make sure that the doctors has a profile online and is publicly announced. Like I can show you one of the websites and one of very big clinics in Turkey which actually is not, doesn't include any name of a doctor. Here, this is one of the biggest clinics in Turkey which do not announce the name of doctor. Why? Because firstly, it could be there are so many reasons. Firstly, the people who are doing surgery, they are not doctor. Maybe you should check by yourself, do your own research. Secondly, because the doctors change, frequently, so they cannot change every day the profile of a doctor on the website, so they prefer not to announce it. So this is the main thing that you should really consider. The other one is that is the plastic surgeon certified or the center certified? I have chosen some global authority, medical authority, which gives certificate to doctors. You can check on the website of the clinics whether they have obtained these things or not. If the clinic is run or managed by doctors themselves, so mainly they are part of a society like the Aesthetic Society. This is a global one. Royal College of Surgeons of England, the British Association of Plastic Surgeries, International Society of Aesthetic Plastic Surgeries, or British Association of Body Sculpture, Facial Plastic Surgery, these things, or for example International Academy of Advanced Facial Aesthetics. These are the things, these are the organizations that give authority to clinic which do aesthetic surgeries. Or if the clinic is like a center which is established by an investor, so maybe the doctor got that certificates, or the clinic can go through some kind of verification process and get verified by these 2 or 3 main organizations which is recognized globally: Accreditation Canada and TEMUS. I will show the website to you. So TEMUS is like a international organization which check the department and procedure of the clinic, aesthetic clinics or beauty clinic, and we will determine that and recognize whether the center is doing perfectly. Not doing perfectly. Does the center has the basic criteria to perform? This is the other one, Accreditation Canada. I talk with them. The price is different. For example, TEMUS accreditation is about less. It takes less time to give the credit to the center. It is less expensive. The Accreditation Canada is more expensive. It takes more time. But both of them check the procedure, the operation, the human resources, everything. And they check whether the basics are there, whether are there in the clinics to perform such a surgery. And this is the basic things. For example, if you check on the website of American Health, for example, let's see, I think they have this certification. Yes, for example, they are certified by TEMUS. They are one of the few here in Turkey which are certified by TEMUS, because most of the organization just get the certificates as a marketing purposes, not just a medical purposes. So the other thing that is very important is that when you check that the profile of a doctor, that they are a member of the society, then you should know who is who inside the clinic or the aesthetic surgery center. The most important thing that I recommend is go through the websites, main website, and read the reviews. Then one by one. More importantly, the most important thing that you should read is the bad reviews written about the clinic by the previous patients. So if you check the name of a clinic here, under the name of the clinic there is Google reviews. This is one of the very good resources to read about it. As you can see, this website has very, very good reviews. These reviews, the score is out of 5, so 4.9 is a very good one. But the things that you should check is, does the bad one, the bad reviews, are responded by the clinic individually? Do they care about the individual problems? I will show you that whether they check or not, or how to check it. The other one, for example, MCAN Health. As you can see, 4.4. I want to show you how they really react to the reviews. This is important. When they see a bad reviews, how they responded to that person. Let's see one of the bad reviews together. And the thing that I want to say is that if you check 2 or more bad reviews, the thing that you should say is that they shouldn't respond by an automatic generated message. For example, here there is a complaint, horrible experience, very bad customer service or something. Read the response by the center. Thank you for your review, Miss Miyu. We investigated and communicated with transfer team and all the patient experience team. None of them has a complaint from any patient regarding your complaints. Blah blah blah. Let's check another one. This one. This is another bad review, but the thing is they respond in another format by another person, so they care individually. Hi, thank you for your review. Could you please send your recent picture to blah blah blah? We are always with you until you are happy with the treatment you have received. So this is important, that the team which is responsible for after sales care responds to the client individually. And the other platform that you should check is Trustpilot. This is very important because Trustpilot actually delete the suspicious reviews. For example, let's go to this website. Check your clinic here and see what kind of result Trustpilot brings for you. For example, this one, there is a result. It says we have detected a number of few fake reviews for this company and we have removed them. It means that there are so many try which somewhere from someone is writing good or bad reviews to this company, so they have detected and they want to delete the website. Okay, so there are bad reviews. You should read the bad reviews as well and see how they respond. This is important. For example, let's go to bad reviews to see how Turkiana respond to this, and also read the good reviews. You can see, or even the good reviews, you can see this is a good review. I came to Turkiana for a hair transplant. What is the response? Reply from Turkiana like, thank you for this beautiful word, thank you for choosing our hospital. Then the other one, again, thanks for your beautiful word, thank you for choosing our hospital. The same. It means that you should care whether they take care of you individually or no. And the problem with the doctors in the US is that they don't care about actually Trustpilot. So we check another website which name is Yelp. Most of the doctors and centers in the in the US and Canada has name here in the Yelp, but the problem is if you don't write the name of the location properly, maybe the name of a doctor doesn't appear. This is the fault that I found with Yelp. Anyway, for example, check this doctor, Ashkan Qawami, 121 reviews, and you can write and read the reviews here, what is good and bad about this. Go to this 1 star, read about it, and how does for example, this is a bad review, and the number of reviews, which is important. For example, let's say Paul hair transplant on Trustpilot, for example, 227. Based on Trustpilot, more than 200, 150 reviews is enough to have a good pool to know what is the statistics about this center. And you have good enough information to check, but read them. By reading them, you know exactly what was the previous experience of a patient from the moment they started to contact the clinic to the moment that they got home, and the after sales process. How was it? What was the quality? And I am repeating that it is mentioned by the Trustpilot that the suspicious reviews and the repetitive one is deleted. So the other point that you should care about is let's say, does your doctor talk your language? This is very important, because when you come as a tourist to another country, when you go to the operating room, you should find the doctors and the people and his or her team to communicate with you easily and fluently. If not, then when you have a problem, how you can tell them, how you can ask them to solve your issues, then it is not possible. You will be really in the problem. Read this one carefully. Do the key personnel at the surgeon's office speak your language fluently? If you cannot be easily understood, be prepared for complications. This is really, I can say, and I can insist on that, this is a problem for so many countries. For example, Poland, Hungary, Turkey. These are the countries which people with English language speak, even as a surgeon, even as a nurse. There are so rare people who talk foreign languages. So my advice to you is that talk with your doctor as a video call. Firstly, find the CV or the profile of a doctor on the net, on the website of the clinic. Then try to talk to him as a video call. If not, if they say the doctor is busy or blah blah blah, don't trust. Don't take it serious, because the doctor which is busy even doesn't have 5 minutes for you, then how you are going to spend your money and your time and put your body under the danger and go to another country, and then maybe you face another doctor in the operating room. How you are going to solve it? Don't trust easily. So the other point is this is the thing that is mentioned by the UK Parliament. I found it never anywhere in any website, but it's very important also in my point of view. What is the infection rate of the previous operation by the clinic center? I mean, the beauty clinic. As far as I reviewed, none of the private clinic centers announced this result, but you can ask, and by this point you can come across the honesty policy of the clinic. Maybe they will share with you privately. This is a very good result. But if you talk with a person who is mainly salespeople or operation people, and they don't know even, and they just want to avoid and just make an excuse that we have done best reviews, we have got best reviews from consumer, there is no infection rate, we don't have blah blah blah, so it means that there is something wrong, because every clinic, even the most flawless operation, has some kind of infection rate. So everybody should know about the previous result. So this is my comment to you, and I hope that you can find your way and do your own research. If you want to read more about these things, you can come to my LinkedIn page. I have a specific, this is my name, Siamak Azaran. I have a specific page because this is my hobby now. Check my page. I mainly write reviews about clinics and the beauty, also products For example, makeup forever, there's a brand which make lipsticks, a specific kind of lipstick. I write about this. For example, clinics. This is a clinic expert in Turkey, which there has some problem. I found some problem there. For example, the name of the doctor or the name of the is not publicly announced, and you don't know the infection rate. You don't know who are going to deal with you, and blah blah blah. I write the same thing in my Instagram page. The same thing. I write about centers from different countries, different surgeries, surgeons, centers, aesthetic beauty, everything. This is my hobby, and I write about them. You can review here, and I find it very interesting, and maybe you can get the information that you want in my page as well. Bye bye. Have a good day.